Good morning. Dina Churchill, Innovator in Health, here to do our moon meditation this morning. I don't know if we have anyone visiting yet, but why would you want to meditate? Well, meditate because it stills your mind, helps focus your thoughts, and it decreases depression and anxiety. It heals your body because you're breathing, and that oxygen really helps your body heal. It decreases pain, and it also connects you to your spiritual heritage, so you're connected to a greater whole. Thanks for being here, Tyrlyn. Now, the moon we mentioned is our feminine luminary, and it's the fastest moving planet, so it moves through all 12 zodiac signs within the month. Yesterday, it moved into the constellation of Cancer. So Cancer represents your mother, your home, your hearth, your psychological foundation. So you might be a little sensitive over the last few days, but it's a great time to get together with your family and to feed them food to fill their belly and feed them love to fill their soul. You know, it's about nurture, and the moon is most nurturing in this position. Not only nurturing your family, but first you have to nurture yourself. So through self-love and nurture, then being able to give to your family, your community, and out to a greater whole. Now, the Cancer, or each zodiac sign, is connected and associated with a certain energy chakra. So chakras are these spinning discs that we have in the center of our body, 7 of them. Cancer is associated with our third eye, or in Sanskrit, they call it the Anjai center. And it's Ajai really means enhanced knowledge or wisdom. So it's our intuitive center. It wakes up our psychic sense. And it is associated with the musical note A. So all the different chakras have a musical note associated, as well as a astrology sign and a color. So it's musical note A. It's Cancer and Leo are the 2 signs. And it's indigo color. So we'll integrate that into our meditation this morning. We're also going to look at a new hand gesture. So a mudra, they call it in yoga. And a mudra is just a hand signal. I mean, we have lots of different hand signals, but this one is called Anjali Mudra, where you put your hands together, kind of in a prayer position, with your thumbs at your heart. So Anjali in Sanskrit means divine offering, and a mudra is a sign or a seal. So it's a promise or a seal of our divine offering. So in yoga, when we do the Anjali mudra, we always say namaste, which means from the light of my soul to the light of yours, for we are all one in spirit. Namaste. And bringing your hands together represents the duality in our human existence. So we have the right and left side of our brains, the feminine and masculine parts of us, the mean and nice parts. It brings together the unity into our divine experience. So this is called Anjali Mudra, and we're going to be using that one today. I'm also going to modify it just for a short period of time by bringing the thumbs to the corner of your eye, and then we're going to open it up like this. So in this way, it sort of frames that third eye where we're focusing today. And your thumbs on the bridge of your nose, not in your eyes, stimulates bladder 1 acupuncture point and bladder 2 acupuncture point, which enhance vision. And you can use that metaphorically too. So we're just going to modify our Anjali Mudra by bringing it up to our bridge of our nose and then opening up to frame our third eye. And we'll do that when we do our gratitudes in just a second. I'm also going to be using rosemary as the essential oil today. And rosemary also opens up our psychic centers. It's one of the spiritual oils that's used for purification and consecration. So rosemary, but if you have an essential oil, any essential oil is fine. But there's certain spiritual oils that I listed, I think, on our event page. But rosemary is what we're going to use today. And have a shawl or something to keep warm. Have some water maybe, or like I said, the soul with the salt water and lemon. A candle. And if you have your oil ready, we're going to do a little exercise with it. So I just want you to put 1 drop of oil into your left hand to make come out, and use the tallest finger on your right hand to just dip it in the oil. And I want you to tap on that third eye 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then take that oil, and I want you to bring it into a circle around your third eye 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do it again, but in the reverse direction. So tap 3 times on the ceiling if you want, and then again around in a circle 3 times. So that symbol of a dot and a circle is the astrology symbol or the glyph for sun. And that circle represents the universe, and that dot is your potential in it. So as this is a moon meditation, for the feminine, we'll bring in the masculine, because really your third eye is a joining of the masculine and feminine to give you a greater vision. So we have our oil, we have our mudra. I would like to just talk about posture for a moment. So I mentioned last day, you can be sitting in a chair or you can be sitting on the floor, but you want your pelvis forward. So I have a cushion underneath my sits bones that I'm tilted forward. So if you look at me from the side, my ear and shoulder and my hip are lined up. You're not slouching. Your head's not forward. That's really important. Again, not only from a neurological point of view, that it puts more tension on your nervous system, it'll be harder for you to sit, but it also impedes or puts a kink in that energy channel. So remember, the chakras are all kind of lined up together, kind of like the vertebrae, and the vertebrae have a spinal cord going through. The chakras have a channel, and in Sanskrit it's called Shishunang, and that channel is the channel for Kundalini energy, or your life force energy that comes from your sacrum all the way to your crown. So being in a neutral position on those sits bones with your chin tucked in opens that channel, if you will, for energy to flow, and so you can also receive. Now, the Super Bowl this week was a good example of a lot of kinked garden hoses, flying around poles and that sort of thing. It really helps illustrate how our masses are really working in the lower 3 chakras. So the lowest chakra is survival, and then we have sex, money, and power. So a lot of the people that are running our world right now are working below the belt. What we really, what helps bring unity and ascension to our planet is being able to integrate all these chakras. So as an intention for today's meditation, it will be to help nourish yourself. So imagining a light coming in through the crown and nourishing you, going up through that channel and then out through your third eye to nourish the world. I think that might be all that I want to do with that right now. We're going to breathe for a little longer today. So it's not really, people kind of get freaked out about meditation. It's just breathing, being conscious of your breath and allowing your mind to relax. And the breathing that we did last day in Gemini was what we call samavriti, or same breath. So we inhaled for 3, decreased for 3, exhaled for 3, held for 3. So that sameness was important because it was Gemini, right? Twins. But today the moon is more intuitive. Right? In Cancer, she's very intuitive and psychic. So I'm going to ask you to attach to your own psychic energies and powers in your breath. And but so you can do it in any rhythm. You can breathe through your nose or mouth, whatever intuitively feels like best for you. The only thing I would ask is that you pause your breath on the inhale and hold for a second or 2. Because we know our breath, of course, is our life. In ancient Egypt, they thought the ankh symbolizes, the spiritual body and the physical body, and that the breath is kind of the link between the two. So by pausing your breath actually kind of puts you in a space where you're in between dimensions. And again, you have an opportunity then to gather more information. So I'm so grateful to have everybody here today. And, I've really invited some of the most powerful people I know. So thank you for being here. And the mudra, the Anjali mudra, again, a symbol of divine grace, is really universal, right? It's not just for yoga or yogis. We see Jesus using this. We see, the Buddha using this. We see the Pope using this. It's an emoji in Facebook. It's a universal sign of grace. And that grace is really important for helping change our vibration. Grace, joy, and love are some of the highest vibrations. So when we're vibrating at that frequency, it drowns out and takes over all the rest. So the power in your intention is, don't discredit it. If I can just bring you to the Dr. Emoto experiments where he's telling the water he loves him, it loves the water, and he's praying on the water, it actually changed the crystalline structure of the water. And an opera singer, she can raise her voice to such a frequency that it shatters glass. So the frequency of our energy, whether it's in song or thought, has the ability to manifest and physically change our surroundings. So it's powerful. So in a group, if we can put our intention into nurturing ourselves and nurturing through the world, it comes out. So you might imagine, this third eye as a light, and a stadium filled with football fans. And you're going to kind of shine your light to those masses, and reach every dark corner. So we talked about the rosemary. We did our little exercise, the breathing and the posture. We have our pillow. We have everything. I think we're ready to begin. So sitting in a comfortable place, you're just going to put your hands first on your lap and take a few deep breaths. So your palms are going to be face up. That's a position of receiving. And just take a few deep breaths as you wish. And then I'd like you to think about 3 things you're grateful for, truly grateful for. It could be in this week, in this month, in this lifetime. But everything that's happened to you so far in your life has really made you what you are right now today. The magnificent structure, person, spiritual body that you are. So find that gratitude for those things. If you find 3 more. Just until you feel, that you're getting a little teary. And that tear, I think, is like let's call it divine waters. It shows you that you've reached that frequency or vibration. And then I'm going to ask you to do a little prayer with me. So I'm going to say God or universe, but you can, address this prayer or this affirmation, this intention to whoever you believe is the source or creator of divine love and grace. And so you can substitute. I'll say a line and then you can repeat after me. And I think what I'm going to do is I'll start my timer right now for 5 minutes for a 5-minute breath. And we'll start our meditation. So hands first in our Anjali Mudra position around our third eye. And again, just really think about those 3 things that you're grateful for. And then we're going to bring your hands down to your chest, thumbs at your heart, and repeat after me. Dear God or universe, Jesus, Elvis, whoever it is, dear God, thank you for bringing us together for this meditation. Thank you for bringing us together for this meditation. We're grateful for the invitation to come together to receive your love. We're grateful for the invitation to come together to receive your love. Knowing we are channels for light, love, and healing. Knowing we are channels for light, love, and healing. Now is the time to awaken our humanity. Now is the time to awaken our humanity to greater levels of consciousness, to greater levels of consciousness. Allow the powerful light from the center of the galaxy. Allow the powerful light from the center of the galaxy to enter our crown to nurture us, to enter our crown to nurture us, so that we may in turn nurture others, so that we may in turn nurture others. Thank you, God, for your guidance, trust, and faith. Thank you, God, for your guidance, trust, and faith, and belief in us as we move forward and together, and belief in us as we move forward and together. In honoring our divinity, we pray. Namaste. In honoring our divinity, we pray. Namaste. So your palms are face up on your lap, and we're just breathing. So close your eyes for this one, and you can listen to my words. I'll speak for about a minute, and then I'm going to be quiet for about 3. So inhaling through your nose. Hold on the inhale. Slowly exhaling. Now as you inhale, you're going to imagine that you're pulling in that white light in through that soft spot in your head, right at the crown. And it comes all the way down your spine. As you're sitting on your sits bones, it allows that breath to curl around your tailbone and come right up through that channel, right up through all the chakras, through your belly, your lungs, your heart. And as you're breathing out through your third eye, light and love. Breathing in. It's almost creating a vacuum for that white light to come into your body and comes down through your spinal cord, comes around your tailbone and up, weaving through every chakra to your third eye, and then you're exhaling. Breathing in. And with your in-breath, you can feel your body relax. You can feel your third eye opening. Your eyebrows are relaxed. Your brow is relaxed. And you can feel kind of a separation between your eyebrows, a lightness. And as you exhale, you're feeling your shoulders drop. Inhale again, pulling in white light. And as you exhale, you're feeling it come all the way from your tailbone up through your belly, your lungs, your throat, and out through your mouth. Inhale again. So with your inhale, you're imagining that cleansing light is nurturing you and then allowing you to bring that light and love out to those around you, your family, your community, and to all the dark places that are in our world. Inhale and exhale. So for about 3 more minutes, you're just going to breathe on your own, feeling that love and grace, and allowing it to diffuse from you out into the world. So our 5 minutes are up, so you can just slowly take your time, maybe open your eyes, just wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a big breath in, raise your shoulders, and exhale. Down. Maybe roll your shoulders slightly backwards, frontwards. Just sort of you're waking up. And when you get into that deep meditation space, it's almost like you don't want to come out. Well, it's like that for me. Maybe I was just talking too much through the beginning. But that was 5 minutes, so time goes fast, right? That when you're in kind of a timeless space, it's hard to keep track. But each meditation will be lengthening kind of our breathing time or our meditation time. And if you have any questions or feedback from what we've done today, I'd love to hear it. The next meditation will be on Saturday, that's February the 8th, and we're going to do it at 8 p.m. because it'll be closer to the full moon on the Sunday. I'll post about that, and again, if there's something you'd like to see, something different, please email me, let me know, communicate. I have a YouTube channel, and there's a a talk on text neck. So if you're finding it difficult to get into that position, into that neutral position, either in a chair or in on the floor, you can look at that video. I'll post it down below, called text neck, because you may need some physical manipulation in order to help you open your channels. And there's another YouTube video on the essential oils where I talk about it and compare it to kind of the meaning of the Eye of Horus, which I found kind of interesting. But you might look up that. I'll add that one to the bottom as well. And the music that I have playing in the background is 963 hertz, which I will post on this link too, but that is also a vibration that helps open your third eye. So you can practice this meditation for the next couple of days until I see you again, hopefully on Saturday evening. I think that was all that I wanted to mention. Just take this energy now that you have, this kind of grateful, loving energy that we've filled ourselves with, in our Cancer moon, and we're going to be gratefully kind of sharing it with our family and out into the world. It'll help you have a more purposeful, focused day, and inviting you to reach for the stars, envision and achieve your personal best, and most of all, enjoy the journey. This is Dina Churchill, signing out. Namaste.